This is CryptoTube, welcome to my video, and in today's video I'm going to just go over why you should be using a manual reinvestment strategy rather than using the automatic reinvestment feature that is available on Hashflare. So, those of you who don't know, Hashflare has an automatic reinvestment feature and it's on this drop down. So you can select reinvest in SHA-256 or you can select do not reinvest. If you select reinvest in SHA-256, the system will automatically reinvest once you have enough Bitcoin in terms of dollar value to actually reinvest in a contract. And for the moment, we are not doing that, and that is because the Bitcoin price is so low right now. It's really not worth giving up your Bitcoin for such small amount of hash rate, and I'll go into that in just a second. So the Bitcoin difficulty is actually due to go down 16% at the next change. It changes every 2 weeks, so that is a good thing. So that means per terahash we will actually be able to mine a little bit more Bitcoin, so our hash rate will go that little bit further. So this was the chart for the month, and we are currently in very low period, been about $10,000–11,000 for a long while now, and during this period I've turned off the automatic reinvestment feature. And if we have a look at the payouts, my 1.31 terahashes are only due to get about $480 worth of revenue, which is rather poor. When the Bitcoin price was higher, this was about $1,000. So all of this is dependent on the actual price of Bitcoin at any given time. So it's not too disheartening. I realize that this is a patience game and the Bitcoin price will come back. If we go on to history though, because those figures don't actually give a true reflection of the money you earn, because Hashflare has if we scroll down, a maintenance fee for all its SHA-256 contracts. So if we do a little calculation to see what we're actually getting paid per day at the moment in terms of dollar value, well, on the 30th of January here, we were paid 0.0001377 Bitcoin. So that was the Bitcoin mined for the day. If we less the maintenance fee, 4108, we come up with a grand total of 409069. So this is the actual amount we received for the day in mining. So that's an actual Bitcoin value there. And if we type that into Google at the current value, current rate of Bitcoin, which is just 10,000 bucks, that means I've only earned 91 cents for the day, which is rather poor because this figure has been higher. So I can't actually reinvest on a daily basis at the moment. So if I had my automatic reinvestment set to on, it would probably take me 2 or 3 days before I could actually get my 10 gigahashes, because I need 22198 Bitcoin to actually pay for $2.20. So while the price is low, i.e. the price of Bitcoin is low, we have to give up more Bitcoin to purchase more of contract. And that's because Hashflare charges in dollar value, therefore we have to pay the relevant amount in Bitcoin. So for example, this isn't that speculative at all, but this is the kind of thing I'm holding out for. So say we have a Bitcoin price of $15,000 in the near future, which isn't even being that optimistic. That could easily be the case in just a week's time or 2 weeks time. So if we divide that, multiply by 0.00009069, which is our payout for the 30th of January, remember? Our payout will then be worth $1.36 and not the 91 cents that you've seen today. So the idea here is to hold on to as much Bitcoin as you can, because we're getting paid out quite a consistent amount of Bitcoin every day. It's pretty consistent, yeah. It's around that figure 0.0009069, around that every single day. But because the price of Bitcoin is low at this moment in time, we're not going to see the benefit of having an automatic reinvestment on, because it's going to take 2 or 3 days to actually get 10 gigahashes. But if we wait out a month, the daily payout of Bitcoin, if the price is higher, will actually mean we can actually reinvest every single day a new contract. So while the Bitcoin price is low, you want to be storing up as much Bitcoin and spending this only when the price is higher. And it's up to you to decide what level that is for you. So for me personally, I'm going to wait until Bitcoin price is at least 15,000. For some people, they might wait a little bit longer, 16, 17,000 till it's really high, because we know that those highs are coming. Currently, we're seeing a real long bearish run, and after a bear run, there is always a bull run. So in the future, the price could be up here somewhere. So I might actually kick myself in a few months' time and think I should have just waited that little bit longer for the price to get even higher. And then this small amount of Bitcoin will go all the further. So currently for 1 terahash, we have to pay out over 2% of a Bitcoin, which is quite a lot of Bitcoin to give up. And Bitcoin is more valuable than that in my eyes and a lot of other people's eyes. So that's the reason why I've turned off this automatic reinvestment feature and just changed up my strategy. And I thought it was quite obvious, but I've seen on forums a lot of people are still doing automatic reinvestment. But while the Bitcoin price is low, that is not the way to go at all. Always have a strategy for your reinvestment. You need to be compounding on Hashflare. Compounding is a way of using the money generated on this site to reinvest in the same site, but to generate more hash rate for yourself, which is a really good method to use. A method that I will use once the price gets a bit higher is to save for 3 days, i.e. keep the Bitcoin accrued over 3 days saved, and then the following 3 days reinvest manually, and then save for 3 days and then reinvest for 3 days. That 3 days on, 3 days off ensures that I'm getting some Bitcoin back, and I'm actually going to be keeping some of my money in the pot, and then I'm reinvesting for the other 3 days and increasing my hash rate, and therefore increasing my future earnings of Bitcoin. So that's a strategy you should look into, the 3 on 3 off. There's actually some people who've got spreadsheets online that you can download for that. But yeah, always good to have a strategy, but whilst this price is so low, it's just not worth reinvesting. So be smart, turn off that reinvestment feature and save your Bitcoin for a sunnier day. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Like the video, sub to the channel please, and I will be back soon. Goodbye.